you know, a short sale is a real estate transaction where the bank or lender, under certain circumstances, will allow a homeowner to sell their home for less than their loan balance. Just last week, I was speaking to a first-time home buyer, and I mentioned that one of the houses we were going to look at was a short sale. The look of horror was just very noticeable. He had had an experience in about 2007 where his mother had tried to short sell their home, and suffice it to say, it was a complete horror experience. Many months down the road, the transaction never closed. Neither buyer nor seller walked away happy, and the house eventually went into foreclosure, so he was considerably nervous. RealtyTrack, a leading real estate analyst, has said that in 2005, there were only 20,000 short sales in the U.S. In 2009, that number increased to 120,000. So that sharp increase in short sales is what created the chaotic environment that created that mess for this young buyer. Today, that's not necessarily the case. It is not as chaotic. Core Logic market pulse has shown that in 2013, new banking regulations, government intervention has allowed the short sale process to be streamlined. So it's not as fearful. It should not be as big of a concern for a buyer. They have really helped us get that. But this same report has suggested that if you're looking for a home, you will most likely encounter a short sale. The amount of foreclosures has actually been decreasing according to the report by about 20%, whereas short sale sales has increased by about 23%. So you can see that if you're looking, you're not going to run into the foreclosures, you're going to run into the short sales. Any buyer in the market then that's going to face this needs to have three important things discussed with them, and that's what I want to go over with you today. First, we're going to talk about the timing of a short sale. Number two, we're going to talk about the financing and how you need to be prepared for positioning your offer in a short sale, and lastly, pricing for a short sale. Timing, they say, is most important, so we'll start there. Timing for a short sale. Well, short sales are anything but short, if you've ever heard that, but they are quite different from a normal home sale. A normal home sale, you can close 30 to 45 days. A short sale, it's going to take anywhere from 60 to 120 days. So if you've got a wife that's 8 months pregnant and you want a house now, a short sale is not the thing for you. If you are not a very patient person, it's not your virtue, then short sale is not going to be for you. If you have a little bit of Job in you and you don't have a timetable, then the timing of short sale is not necessarily going to factor in. The second thing on the financing, once you've gotten past the timing aspect, if this is something that you can pursue, then you need to talk about financing. Financing, you're going to want to be fully approved for a short sale. You will have to have documentation providing your full approval from a lender. You can't go in with a pre-approval. The documentation may also need to be provided to the seller's lender, and that can be kind of intrusive for a lot of people who might have to provide banking statements to some unknown third party, but it is part of a short sale. Lastly, once a buyer makes it past the timing and the financing, then you need to consider your offer and negotiation. The National Association of Realtors shows that short sales actually sell for approximately 16% less than market value. Well, that's great. It sounds good, but how do you know what market value? Well, this is how do you know what market value is? This is where your knowledgeable agent, real estate agent, will come in handy the most for you during this procedure. So what they can do is pull comparable sales in the past 6 months and give you an idea of what is market value. With this information, you have no idea. Some pricing is way up here, some pricing is way down here, and that's not valuable to you. You need to know what is reasonable for your offer. With that information in hand, all of that, then a buyer's best positioned to make a good offer on a short sale and hopefully make it to closing in the long run. The bottom line is this: with a bit of patience, preparation, and due diligence, and that includes a knowledgeable real estate agent on your side, a short sale purchase should be nothing more than a pleasurable home buying experience.